2019 recap. One take. Let's go. Keep that shit rolling. Hey guys, so I'm home for the week and I'm visiting my family, hanging out with my little brother Brandon. And I'm going to film a 2019 recap today before we go work out and I go hit some board press. So there's three things I'm going to talk about this year, from this year. I'm going to talk about myself as a competitor and kind of the things I've accomplished in powerlifting. I'm going to talk about my coaching and what I've been able to do as a coach this year. And I'm going to talk about YouTube and the little bit of a clusterfuck that's been. So starting with powerlifting, I competed 3 times this year. I competed once in April, I competed once in May, and I competed at Worlds in October. So starting with April was a really cool meet because I got to compete with my brother. I think it's cool because growing up there's a little bit of an age gap between us of about 6 years, so we didn't really get to play any sports together. We both played basketball, we both played football, but we never really got to do anything together. So getting to actually compete in a powerlifting meet with him has been a really fun experience for me, and it was really cool to see him break a world record. And
2019
I don't think he really PR'd,
one take.
I think,
let's go.
everything was
Keep
meet
that shit
PRs for him because he had never competed before. So the first meet I did this year was April. In April, I hit a squat PR of 404 pounds. I hit 215 pounds on my bench press, and I hit 478 pounds on my deadlift. I then competed a month later in Bar Wars on May 4th. Really cool thing about this meet is it was Star Wars themed, so the prizes were a lightsaber. I registered in this meet specifically because I wanted to win a lightsaber. So I needed to win either the best lifter award, best squat, or best bench, or best deadlift. So I PR'd my squat at 412 pounds, was not the best squatter of the day. I hit 215 pounds for bench again. I don't think I will ever be the best bencher of a day. I suck at bench. But I did manage to pull 512 pounds for the win. Of course I had to sneeze. So I did manage to pull 512 pounds for deadlift, which did win me the Best Deadlifter of the Day award and a Darth Vader lightsaber, which was pretty sweet. I then took a 6-week break from powerlifting and just kind of trained for fun before I started prepping for Worlds. So Worlds came about. Training for Worlds was going really well. I was really looking forward to the numbers I was going to hit. And then tragedy struck and I got super sick about 10 days out for Worlds, and I was sick right up into the day before Worlds. So Worlds didn't quite go as planned. I managed to squat a meet PR of 432 pounds. However, I'd hit quite a bit more in training. I managed to bench 215 pounds again. It seems to be kind of the sweet spot number for the year. Again, I hit way more in training. I was really looking forward to having a big bench day, but the cold just kind of took everything out of me. And by the time I got to deadlifts, I was just destroyed. It had been a long day. It had been a stressful week. The cold took everything out of me, and I only managed to pull 478 pounds of my opener and missed 517, which I pulled 515 for doubles in training before I was sick. So kind of sucked, not kind of living up to the potential I thought I was going to for Worlds, but I think that's powerlifting is, it's one thing to hit a lift in the gym, but the part that makes powerlifting fun and makes powerlifting a sport is you have to be able to put it all together on the day of, and things like that can happen. So I'm looking forward to being able to take how much stronger I've gone and put it together for, my first meet of 2020. So on top of competing myself in 2019, I also started coaching for powerlifting. So I've been a trainer for about 4 years now, but I never coached any athletes through a powerlifting meet. So in February, I coached my first athlete through her first powerlifting meet. I think we both learned a lot. Her being her first experience in powerlifting, learned what it was like to compete, and myself, I learned a lot about attempt selection. This specific athlete actually ended up bombing out on her first meet because she missed all 3 of her bench presses. I set her opener a little bit too high. I thought it was going to be manageable for her. She missed it on her first attempt, and that's when I realized I messed up, because in powerlifting you can only go up or stay the same, you can't go down. We actually ended up redeeming her Later, she competed again in July, as well as I had 2 other athletes compete in July. They all did really good. They all went, I think, 8 for 9 or better. My one athlete ended up taking a few 4th attempts to break some world records and stuff. So they all went for 8 for 9 or better, and 2 of them qualified for Worlds. So on top of competing myself in Worlds, I had 2 athletes compete in Worlds. They both ended up deadlifting 300 pounds as females, which was really cool. I know for females, 300 is a big benchmark to hit, and yeah, it's just cool not only getting to say I got to compete myself at Worlds, but also saying I got to coach 2 athletes through Worlds as well. So, in 2019, I decided I was going to start doing some YouTube videos. Specifically, I wanted to do a Road to Worlds YouTube series. So every week I posted a Road to Worlds YouTube video. I had a lot of fun with it. I put out a lot of good content, I feel. But by the end of it, I was really demoralized and actually ended up not posting my Worlds recap because, or my last week's video, because of how sick I was. It was hard to actually film, and then at Worlds it was just such a hectic day that it made it really hard to film my video, and I ended up not doing it and not filming anything, and I pretty much just left it there. So now I'm starting to make videos with my brother, so every time I come home he's gonna film some cool content and edit me a good video and get rid of all the cringy stuff I say. Which there's a lot of. So yeah, expect videos every time I come home in 2020, and expect some cool videos over the next couple days. So that's my 2019 recap. I'll see you guys at the gym for some board press.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't gon' say too much when a nigga speaking on that hot shit. Fuck the police, cause them bitches ain't gon' stop shit. Opposition's mad, if they play they get in pop quick. Flies nigga in the gang, yeah, I'm a cockpit. Posted on Camelot with 100-something shots. I be swimming with the sharks, little nigga, you a lobster. Bullets heat a nigga up like he eating on some pasta. And shout out to Kingston, I keep me some rocks. My nigga chopping out the bando, shout out to the Migos. If a nigga knock wrong, shoot him through the peephole. The top always open, bitch, we ain't never close. We move in them packs and we move in them keys. Step 1, step 2, do my dance in this bitch. Got 100-something drums like a band in this bitch. Might she keep on bitching, all that nagging and shit. Ho, shut the fuck up and just gag on this dick. I'm a side nigga, and I love when she swallow. If a nigga say something, hit him with a hollow. They glizzy, knock your meat out your taco. Flexing on these bitches, they call me Johnny Bravo. School of hard knocks, let me take you to class. My bitch is real skinny, but she got a lot of ass. I love counting money, I get a lot of cash. If you try to take it from me, his toe gon' have a tag. I ain't gon' say too much when a nigga speaking on that hot shit. Fuck the police, cause them bitches ain't gon' stop shit. Opposition's mad, if they play they get in pop quick. Flies nigga in the game, yeah, I'm a cockpit. Posted on Camelot with 100-something shots. I be swimming with the sharks, little nigga, you a lobster. Bullets heat a nigga up like he eating on some pasta. And shout out to Kingston, I keep me some rosters. All up in the party, you know we keep them carbons. Bring a nigga chills like I work at Baskin Robbins. I love Batman, but a young nigga robbing. Fireworks show, cause my niggas get the spark. I'm a hot head, I crash in a second. He speaking on who, send his bitch ass to heaven. Extended clips, when we talk to make 11. My niggas, they be crippin', they be screaming out them sevens. Why you investigating me, cause I don't know a thing. And I'ma always keep it solid, I never sign. You know I'm shot of fam, always gotta rep the gang. He kept on dissing, so a nigga had to snatch his brain. Had to snatch his brain.